Hello, everybody. It's so good to be with you today. On behalf of Louise and Maritza and Elizabeth and myself, we're really grateful for the time that we have with you today, and we're excited to share information with you about our current jobs and the way in which we arrived at our current jobs. I'll just reiterate for everybody to please do use that Q&A function that's available. We're happy to facilitate those questions at the end of our presentation to you all today. As mentioned, my name's Jenn Fraser, and I get to work in Division I governance at the NCAA. I'll go first, and then Louise and Maritza are going to share a bit about themselves before we turn the presentation over to Elizabeth, who's just been exceptional and is here to provide you with some really critical information. I'd also like just to take a moment to thank the team at College Tracker Canada for providing this platform today. Exceptional service provided. I'm going to start by sharing just a little bit about my professional journey and a little bit about the Division I priorities before I turn it over to Maritza. Before I arrived at the NCAA nearly 10 years ago, with a little gap in between, I started my journey as a Division II volleyball student athlete. I was born and raised in Southern California, and I lived at home during college, which included a 30-minute commute to campus. So in between practice and class and competition, I really kicked around the athletics department for most of the day during those gaps in time. And that ultimately turned into a student work position, and it was there that I became aware of intercollegiate athletics as a profession, which I didn't know anything about when I entered into college. I majored in sociology during college, but I studied athletics. And after graduation, I was hired as an assistant sports information director, and it was there that my career was born. I've had opportunities to work on campus, in conference offices, and at the NCAA. And if anybody has any interest in making intercollegiate athletics a profession, and mainly on the administrative side, I haven't had the pleasure to coach. Each of those options, campus, conference offices, and the national office, has its own set of unique benefits. So I really encourage you to explore the various options that are available. Not surprisingly, along the way, the greatest benefit that I've been given is people who have invested and believed in me, providing me opportunities to advance and to be challenged along the way. Division I governance, like Divisions II and III, is working to change the benefits available to student athletes, which you'll hear referenced under the header of name, image, and likeness. When adopted, likely in January of 2021, student athletes will be able to use their name, image, and likeness differently than they've ever been able to previously. There's also a great deal of work being done for a safe return to sport and championship offerings, primarily focused on the fall, but it also includes student athletes who participate across the board. I know that recruiting has been impacted. Continuing student athletes are also feeling the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and not being able to be involved in their campus training and academic studies. My role is to staff and support various committees who are developing solutions to several issues, name, image, and likeness being one, return to safe participation being another of our current issues. You'll hear Louise, Maritza, and I talk a lot about the fact that governance is a group at the NCAA that gets to engage with every other group in the office. And this makes for an exciting and dynamic work experience.